Hi, I'm Jala Reed.
And I'm Andrea,
And we're going to show you guys how to solve a quadratic equation.
Yay! Okay, so our problem is the equation ht equals negative ct squared plus 48t plus 100 of a ball thrown from a platform where h is the feet above the ground and t is the time in seconds since the ball was thrown. So, in this equation, negative t squared is your gravity force, 48t is your, how fast you're traveling, and 100 is your initial height.
Okay. So for A, what was the release height of the ball? She already said 100 would be your release height because that would be where you would be standing on the platform before you throw the ball, before anything happens. So your release height of the ball would be 100 feet. Okay. And so for B, what is the maximum height of the ball? In order to solve for the maximum height of the ball, you'll have to figure out what your vertex is. And in order to do this, you'll have to plug it into your equation. And so your A would be the negative 16t squared, and then B would be 48t, and your C would be 100. To solve for the x part of your vertex, you'll do negative b over 2a. In this case, negative b would be negative 48 over negative 16 times 2. And you'll get, after you do that, you'll get negative 48 over negative 32. When you simplify that, it'll come down to 6 over 4. Okay, so now that you have that, you'll plug that into your t for your equation, and that's how you'll solve. So it'll be negative 16 times 6 over 4 squared plus 48 times 6 over 4 plus 100. Okay, so whenever you're solving an equation, you'll go in PEMDAS. So first comes exponents. So it'll be negative 16 times 2.25 plus 48 times 6 over 4 plus 100. Next, you'll do multiplication, and after you multiply everything out, you'll get negative 36 plus 72 plus 100. Now that you have everything in its simplest form, all you have to do is combine all your terms, and that'll give you 136 feet. So the maximum height of your ball will be 136 feet. In solving for this, you also get what your vertex is.
So now we're going to look at question C. When will the ball hit the ground? So to find this, you're going to have to plug this into the quadratic equation, which is negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So from what Jayla said, we already know that this is a, that's b, and that's c. So now we just have to plug it in, which is negative 48 plus or minus 48 squared minus 4 negative 16, because that's our a, times our c, which is 100, divided by 2a, which is negative 16. Okay, so now we just solve. Negative 48 plus or minus 48 squared, which is 2,304, minus 4 times negative 16,000 divided by negative 32. Okay, and now we're going to combine these two. So it's going to be negative 48 plus or minus 8,704 divided by negative 32. Okay, so it's going to be negative 48 plus or minus the square root of 8,704, which is, well, now that we solve for the square root of 8,704, it's 93.29. Now we're just going to divide that by negative 32, which is negative 48 plus or minus, oh god, just kidding. It's going to be negative 48 plus 93.29, and that divided by 32 equals 1.41. So now we're going to come over here and do the subtracting since we already did the adding. It's going to be negative 48 minus 93.29 divided by negative 32. 32, not 38, which is 4.41. So, since we know that this one is negative, this one is going to be our answer because you can have a negative amount of time. So, that is our answer for this equation. Okay.
Thank you for watching. I hope this helped.
Yay!